Hi, this is Kerala at KeralaFicklin.com, iStudyGuides.com, welcome, WYLCOME.com, welcomenetwork.com, iStudyGuides.com, iStudyCards.com. You can download our products at iStudyGuides.com, iStudyCards.com, anywhere.com, INIWHERE, and any of my writings, books, whatever that I've done. I don't sell any books or anything like that, but I have written some books on the language, and written some papers on the language. If you're interested, you can also you can go to Pedians, PEDIANS, Pedians.com, and download books or writings that I've done. I thought today what I would do, because we don't just do pronunciation, we don't just do Spanish, we don't just do, I haven't done that much French yet, but we also do grammar here. And one problem that a lot of people have is when you have two, no, this is different. When you have a verb, sometimes after a verb you have a preposition, correct? And sometimes, let me see, and sometimes you don't. And you don't always know, well, no, you never know, when the object is direct, that is, there's no preposition separating the verb from the object, and when the object is indirect, that is, that there's a preposition separating. So what I thought I would do, so what I did was, I did my research. I like grammar books also. Most of all, I like dictionaries, but I also like grammar books, and made cards. And these cards will help you to memorize those verbs that take a direct object, that take an indirect object. Okay, now, really, frankly, there's no rhyme or reason. Okay, for example, there's no rhyme or reason why you say, I talk to Mary. Why it's to, or I talk with Mary, or I speak with John. But if you use the verb, so that's the verb to talk or to speak, but if you have the verb, for example, to shoot, okay, you don't shoot to him, or you don't shoot to John, or you don't shoot to Mary, you just shoot, no preposition. So I shoot him, I shoot Mary. I know in Spanish it's much more consistent. You know, in one respect, especially with grammar, a lot of things in Spanish is much more consistent. And I'm pretty sure with Italian and Portuguese, and perhaps French. Yeah, French to a point. A lot of these irregularities, though, come from French, okay? But that's neither here nor there. Okay, so there's no rhyme or reason. The only thing you can do is to memorize. All right, you memorize the verb, and you memorize whether it takes a direct object. I shoot the man. God forbid you shoot the man. Versus that's direct object. Versus I talk to the man. Indirect, because you have to have the preposition to. Okay. And although, now this is just more or less to refine the language. For example, if you say, I shoot to the man, it's bad English. But I understand you. But I also understand that you don't understand that some verbs take the direct object and some verbs take the indirect object. And this tape would be helpful to you depending on how well you want to speak the language. Okay? If you want to speak the language well, then you will, then you will put preposition or not. And of course, then depending on which preposition. Okay, so let's deal with it. So the verb, and all these verbs that I'm going to give you, they take direct object. That means there's no preposition to separate it. So, for example, the verb to shoot. I gave you that. He shot the man several times. Do you notice there's no to, there's no with, there's nothing. To kill. Sorry, I have all these violent verbs in the beginning. The robber almost killed the man. Now, don't forget, he didn't kill to the man, he didn't kill with the man, but he killed the man. Almost killed the man. Once again, violent. To stab. Okay? The gang member stabbed the victim several times. Direct object. Okay? Let's see. All these violent verbs. To choke. To choke somebody's got. Oh, I don't want you to think I'm a violent person, though, huh? Anyway, to choke. Please stop choking the man. You're going to kill him. To choke. Okay. Okay. To strangle. I didn't realize I did all these violent verbs. Now that I'm saying them, I'm seeing that. To strangle. To strangle somebody is to choke them. And you hold their neck and, you know. She tried to strangle the man who attacked her. Okay. Okay. To cut. Now, cut can be nice, okay? While she was fencing, you know, you fence with the sword, fencing, she accidentally cut her opponent. Notice, no preposition between the verb and the object. To clean. That's not a nice verb. That's a nice verb, okay? To clean. While you are cleaning the children, I'll make dinner. To clean. To need. It has taken me forever to realize that I need you, okay? Te necesito, okay? To need. To love. Te quiero. No, je t'aime in French, right? That used to be a big song when I was a kid. Je t'aime. Okay? And in Spanish, te quiero. I had to learn to love my husband. Love my husband. Now, I have two there, but that's because you have two verbs in a sentence. But for example, let me give you a simpler sentence. I love Peter. No preposition. It's I, subject, love, verb, and the object, Peter. Okay? Inhibit. She should not try to inhibit her daughter. Okay? To inhibit, I don't know how, that's a word you don't hear that much, but that makes to make the child feel very uncomfortable with him or herself. To inhibit. Okay? Looking at the time. To prevent. To prevent. You cannot prevent your children from growing up. Okay, prevenir. You can't stop them. To prevent means to stop. To stop. Okay. All right, but notice no preposition. To like. It is obvious that he likes Mary very much. He likes Mary. He, subject, likes, verb, Mary, object. Simple. To hate. Getting a little strong there again. It is a shame how much he hates his father. So he, subject, hates father, hates, verb, father. Okay? Simple. To dislike. I don't dislike children. No, I like children a lot. I like them like I like puppies. Okay? Cannot stand. All right? Let me look at the time. All right. Time is running out. Cannot stand means in Spanish is no aguantar. No tolerar. No lo aguanto. No. Cannot stand means, which means to hate or dislike strongly. Okay. Contact. I will work hard to contact my father. To contact. Okay. So this is Coralla at CorallaFicklin.com, anywhere.com, iStudy Guides. Come in, you can come down and download the cards, and you can see all the cards where there's no preposition necessary.